Hello everyone, this is going to be my first YouTube video, and today I'm going to talk about an opening that you could employ against one e4. As you can see on the board, e4, one of the most dangerous first moves in chess and considered as the best by Bobby Fischer, since he employed e4 most of his career, and a lot of people believes or used to believe that e4 is the only way to gain an advantage out of the opening. So the move that I'm going to recommend is b6. It's not a very famous move that's employed in the tournaments all the time. It's not. I really believe that b6 is one of the underrated openings, and I think you're gonna like b6 because the resulting middle game is rich and complex, and there's a lot of strategies and creativity that you could employ. So after b6, some of the ideas that I want to show you, like traps or why I chose b6, will be illustrated shortly. Like, okay, for instance, if white played d4, a typical move, black plays bishop b7. So basically the idea of b6 is that black is letting white develop or control the center, build up his center, but in return black is going to be able to develop swiftly, and at the same time he's going to be able to pressure white's center. So bishop b7, knight c3, another normal move, e6, knight f3, just like what I said, development and pressuring at the same time, so these moves are multi-purpose. Now bishop d3, defending e4. In a lot of games you might notice that bishop e2 is played in blitz games or bullets, and you just want a pawn out of the opening. So this is one of the ideas why I like b6. You could win a pawn easily if your opponent is not very careful. Knight f6, castles, and once again this pawn is hanging, so take, and knight takes e4. Or bishop takes e4 is also fine. So queen e2 is one of the options here, but I'll just show you the ideas behind the pawn structure. So knight e4 and bishop d2. Okay, one of the things I like about b6 is black could easily win the two bishops out of the opening, and I like two bishops very much. So c5. Now a lot of people might castle here, not even thinking about what's black going to do, and it's c4, and you just want a piece outright out of the opening. So this is one of the cool tactical shots that you could have out of the opening, and I would say 10% of your blitz games could end up like this, and it's not even that hard to learn. So another idea that I like is that after some of your opponent might play e5 and knight d2, bishop d2, knight takes d2, and black just has the two bishops, and he hasn't even played d5, which is like an improved version of the French defense. I believe that this is a good way for black to start his game, and there's a lot of ways for black to obtain equality out of the opening, and this is only one of the setups that white could employ. Later on we'll look at different piece developments and pawn placements for white that he could employ to prove that b6 is not a good opening. Like for instance, g3 is one of them. This is the g3 setup, and second one is both knights on f3 and c3. third one would be the ones that we just looked at: d4, knight f3, knight c3, and white overprotects the e4 pawn. The fourth setup would be early bishop d3, not developing the knight on c3, which avoids black's bishop b4. What else? And also knight d2 without bishop d3 is also an option for white. We're gonna take a look at that later on, and I assure you that you're gonna have a good game by the time you finish my series of videos. And good luck. I'll be working on the next video soon, and it'll be about the g3 formation.